Good morning, Findlay Dreamers.
Good morning, Mrs. Adams.
And good morning, Findlay Scholars.
Good morning, Mr. Miller.
Good morning, Findlay family.
Good morning, Mr. Kirby, Isidro, Tristan, and Preston.
It's another wonderful day at Findlay, whether you're at school or at home. Maybe you remember that we were talking earlier about how this is Kindness Week, random acts of kindness. And one third grade class is challenging every class to demonstrate 100 different acts of kindness. So this chart behind me, the class is keeping track of all of the things students are noticing and doing for each other. They haven't added to it in a couple of days, but they're already up to 33. So, my goodness, if there were 20 students in the class, how many acts of kindness would each student perform to get to 100? Be thinking about that. You could count by 20, 20, 40, 60. Kind of reminds me of 2, 4, 6, 8. When does fifth grade graduate? Anyway, it's a good problem. Thanks, Mr. Miller.
Yes, and talk about positive. Two things that are possible. There's many, of course, but these are a few things I want to focus in on today. Positive office referrals today. It's the joy of the time for me at lunchtime with these students. It really is. I get to know them so well. And I love this first one. She joined us from Hillis. Mrs. Nelson nominated Kamani to be on with me. I just love that, Mrs. Nelson. I hope you're hearing this, because I think that's so beautiful, a welcoming, belonging situation there, and making her feel like she is part of Findlay, as she's joined your class recently. So thanks for that. Asante with Mrs. Spreitzer. He'll be joining me. Bobby Lee, Mrs. Roberts Varghese. Ava Newsome, Mrs. Rivard. Posse, Miss Simmons. Carl, Mrs. Dow. Nang, Miss Stender. Keldrick, Mrs. Jinks. Susan, Mr. Williams. Griffin, Mrs. Fisher. And Noah in third grade, Miss Moulton. And something else positive to go along with it, random acts of kindness. Fifth grade cool kids were working with Miss Moulton and I, and they're coming up with positive phrases on paper, and then we're gonna do a wall of positivity and put it around the school for the upper, and then put it in the right place for the lower to see when they all go past it. So we're excited for you to see some of the things you could think about in a positive sense after you read those.
That's exciting. It's good to hear these great ideas coming from cool kids. And you can hear it, can't you hear it in Mr. Miller's voice when he reads the names for the positive office referrals? You know that's a highlight for his week. And congratulations to all the nominees this week. I know that that's a very special time, and we look forward to everyone who gets a positive office referral, because at Findlay, I don't know if we've ever tracked. I wonder if we had the data on that to realize it's probably close to 100% of students that get our positive office referrals, because they make such strong choices, and they appreciate their learning, and they respect their friends and peers. And I do want to take this moment to remind everybody about their college savings accounts. And it's still February, so we still have our virtual family night event where you can tune in anytime it's convenient for you and your family and your adults, and watch that video online that we sent out. It's in the newsletter. We've sent it out in text messages to your adults. So make sure you're asking them about that, because it means $50 in your college savings accounts. And $50 is a lot of money. And in 10 or 15 years, it might turn into a lot more. So make sure that you get that milestone met this month. All right, that said, I wonder, oh, yeah, we've got shout outs. Who's got a shout out?
I have a shout out.
Shout
out.
I have a shout out for all my classmates, because we always do everything right And whenever we need to choose a person, we choose the one that's best for us. So yeah, that's what I shout out.
Excellent. Thank you, Isidro.
I have a shout out.
Shout
Shout
out.
out.
I have a shout out to Miss Jinx for helping us with literacy and math.
Excellent. Thank you, Tristan. Preston.
I have a shout out.
Shout
Shout
out.
out.
I have a shout out for my teacher and for all the other teachers because they help us learn and I appreciate it. And I think it's very nice of them to help us learn and grow healthy.
Awesome. Some great gratitude. I can feel it in the shout outs. I hope your teachers feel it too. And I can't think of a better time for the college cheer. Are you guys ready? Sorry, are you folks ready? Because you're not all guys. Okay. Are you all ready? 1, 2, ready, go.
2, 4, 6, 8. When does 6, 8 graduate? 20, 20, 20, 32. 2, 4, 6, 8. When does 4th grade graduate? 20, 20, 20, 33. 2, 4, 6, 8. When does 3rd grade graduate? 20, 20, 20, 34. 2, 4, 6, 8. When does 2nd grade graduate? 20, 20, 20, 35. 2, 4, 6, 8. When does 1st grade graduate? 20, 20, 20, 36. 2, 4, 6, 8. When does kindergarten graduate? 20, 20, 20, 37. Finley Dreamers, dream big. Dream big. We believe. We believe. Whole heart. Whole heart. Be the change. Be the change. And then wave.